Hey guys, join me today as we put together our fall display in the front yard here at Horticulture Geek. Hey guys, and welcome back to Horticulture Geek. I'm Ray. Thank you so much for joining me today here on the channel. And today we are going to be putting together our fall display in our front yard. If you've been with my channel for a few years now, you know that every year we do a big fall display, and it's a photo booth in our front yard. And our neighbors love it, our community likes it. On Halloween night, kids and families line up to use the photo booth. And so it's just something fun that Mrs. Horticulture Geek likes us to do. And so we're going to be working on that today. Now, how this is going to work, I do live on a busy street. There's a lot of road noise and other things going on. So I'm actually not going to talk while I put the photo booth fall display together. So I'm just going to let it kind of run and let you see what's going on. But here's how my process for this works. And so whether you're doing a fall display at your home or on your porch, or you're just trying to put some simple fall containers together, the concepts are all the same here. So there's a few things that you want to know. One, we are going to be looking for good, fresh, fall-looking plant material. And that doesn't have to necessarily be mums, right? Because a lot of people think fall, they think mums. There's a lot of summer annuals that are still out that can be picked up. There are things coming out for fall that you can pick up. And then we are going to be looking for things that can really handle what's left of our summer, because these containers, if we play our cards right, or these displays, will get us through Halloween. And they maybe even, you maybe want to take them through Thanksgiving, depending on frost and areas for you. But with that, you're going to have to be ready to pivot. And I was doing a garden talk recently with a garden club, and that was one of the things that I talked about when you are putting together fall displays, is you have to be ready to pivot, because some of the things just aren't going to make it, especially mums. Now in my fall display, I am putting 2 mums in there, but I know that at some point those mums are gonna bloom out, the blooms are gonna be done, and I'm going to have to replace them with fresh mums or something else. And so that may be the case for you as well in your fall displays. So if you pick up plant materials that are prone to a quick life cycle, and a mum is not really prone to a quick life cycle as a plant, but when it is pruned to be a fall blooming mum, once it has fully bloomed out, you really only get 2 to 3 weeks out of that plant. So that is a quick life cycle for it to be beautiful in your garden. So if you pick up a mum that is in full bloom, then you're gonna have to probably replace that mum as the season progresses. Likewise, if you pick up extremely tender perennials like celotias, a lot of people have celotias out right now because they just look good in fall displays. The slightest bit of frost is going to nip those, and they're not going to be good, and we're going to need to pivot and pick something else. But regardless of what you pick, the number one rule is, does it look good to you? If you like that combination, if it looks pleasing to you, then by all means run with it. And then by the time you slip in pumpkins and gourds and cabbages, and maybe you're going to bring in hay bales and scarecrows or metal pieces, whatever it is that you're doing, it all comes together to form these fall displays. Now, when I'm putting together my fall displays, what you're going to see when I roll that video is I like to lay everything out. Now, there are pieces that Mrs. Horticulture Geek and I have collected through the years. There are pieces that I have made to really have items on hand. So we have like metal pumpkin stakes, yard stakes. We have little metal scarecrows. We have real scarecrows. We have fake pumpkins and gourds. I use real pumpkins and gourds. There's a little wooden picket fence that I created and built that I use. So there's all sorts of things there. And I've already gone ahead and I have planted up my plants for this arrangement as well. So I took basic terracotta pots. I wanted a pot that looks good in a fall display, so I chose terracotta and metal containers. And so I've already got things potted up that I can tuck in and figure out how it all comes together. So once I have everything laid out in front of me, then what you'll see is I will start with my base. Now the base for me, since I'm doing an in the yard display, is I needed a backdrop, and I use a solid pallet for that. Yes, that's it. It's just a solid pallet. Most pallets come with every other board missing, so it's a slatted look. Some pallets come as a full floor to put cargo on. This is one of those pallets that is a full floor. I ran across it many years ago, and so I just save it, and we use it for this purpose every year. And then, like I said, I'm bringing in hay bales, and I will anchor those in. We have a bench that sits there for people to actually set in for their photo, and all those pieces come together along, like the wooden picket fence that I've created. Those come together to form the backdrop. And then I can go in and tuck in plants and containers and pumpkins and gourds and accessories to really create this fall display. And so what you also see is, as I'm going through this, I kind of stand back, I take a look, I assess, and it's really just putting together a display that you like, that looks good to you. And then keep in mind that if something doesn't work out, just be prepared to pivot. That may mean you have to run out and get a new plant, get something else. Maybe you have to run to the store because you realize, oh man, I really need a big white pumpkin right here, or I need this or that. So lay out what you think you need, put together what you have, and then assess. And then, like, if weather comes in or something happens, so you just have to be prepared to pivot. Okay, so I'm gonna roll that footage now of me putting the photo booth together. So just sit back and enjoy this. Hopefully you can learn a little something or get a little inspiration for something to do at your home. Here we go. So here is the finished product. All right, guys, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. Like I said earlier, I truly hope that this has inspired you to get out and create your own fall displays, whether you're gonna do a big display in your yard or something at your porch or right next to your front door or whatever the case may be. Hopefully this video has helped you and inspired you to do that. The sky really is the limit. It really just comes down to your own creativity and your budget. And so that's why I have mentioned at the beginning of this video, Mrs. Horticulture Geek has been collecting things for years, and so have I. You know, when you find a really cool piece that you think this could really work in a fall display or in my yearly, you know, decorations outside, get that piece. And then year after year, as you come across those great deals, those clearance items, after several years, you're gonna have an arsenal of things to pull out and use to do these types of projects with. So always keep that in mind when you're out and about, to use what you have. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that you run out and purchase right then and there. So if you've enjoyed today's video, give me that thumbs up. I certainly would appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, leave those down below. If you have any ideas for things that we could do, others can do to make their fall displays better, leave those down below as well. If you have pictures of your fall displays, leave those in the comments. I'm sure I would love to see them, and I'm sure others would as well. So guys, I truly hope that today has been a good video for y'all and that y'all have enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I know that I haven't been putting a lot of videos out this season, but I do have some things coming up, so I want you to be subscribed. Hit that notification bell if you haven't done that. That way you can see when the videos come out for you. But as always, guys, from my garden to yours, I wish you all the best and happy gardening.